chaps, first video in a while, but what I just wanted to do was just show you another technique on these new Secure Fasts. You've probably seen Stu's videos about this lock, and obviously basically how crap the lock is. So I'm not going to run over the actual lock itself too much, but it's just to show you another way that you can pick these with inexpensive tools, because I know there's been some talk about picking these on the right hand side where a lot of curtain picks, because of the snib on the stem, won't allow you to reach this first lever in the lock. I'm going to show you a quick way that you can quickly adapt that. Okay, basically what I'm going to be using, because I'm going to show you left and right, just going to basically be using basic pick wire. Okay, just same sort of pick wire that you would use with a curtain wheel pick. And for my tension tool, I'm basically going to be using a key. Now obviously appreciate this lock is in a vise, exactly the same thing would work in a door. The only thing is I'd probably use a slightly longer key. And the key that I've chosen is basically just a key. If I insert it into the wheel, actually allows me to turn that wheel and apply tension on. Okay, at the same time I'm going to have my pick wire down the side. The key that I've chosen is basically a key where the profile, you can see it's quite, well, it's got quite a limited profile, but that allows me nice and thin key to get my pick wire down the side at the same time. Just to hold that key in place, and just to allow me a bit of tension on, I'm just going to use an impressioning holder. So I'm just going to clamp that in quickly. So just bear with me a second. Okay, that's basically just so I can hold the key like so, and that'll allow me to apply my tension on. Okay, so let's start this off. Okay, so I'm going to zoom in just a fraction so you can see a bit more. Okay, so I'm just going to insert the key into the lock, and you can see that allows me to apply some tension on there. Then go in with my pick, and again obviously on a door I just put my pick in first. Okay, now what I can do is with the pick wire that can just basically rest actually on this key holder here, or if not I can just use my thumb. Okay, and the tension I'm applying is not too much, it's not too aggressive on there. Now with these locks anyway, as we know, it's only the first lever that can throw you into anti-pick because of the way the lock's been designed. So I basically just find the fifth lever in the lock, bit of tension on, I lift that, and all I'm doing is coming back from 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, back on myself. Okay, if you go in too far you'll actually miss the fifth lever in the lock. Nice bit of give there. Okay, so you just have to watch that. Now obviously because I haven't got a stem in here, the pick wire wants to float around a little bit, but that's no big deal. Okay, obviously on this on the left you're not seeing too much of the wire, but you'll see that when I spin this round. Okay, so I'm just going through from front to back onto that number one. Now remember that number one is the only one that can throw you into anti-pick. What I'm doing is just adjusting the tension to a nice bit of give there, which is what I was looking for. Just playing with that number one. Testing each lever as I go through. Again, just making sure the pick wire doesn't want to drop too much. So I'm just holding it with my thumb to keep it nice and straight. And the reason that you can still pick the lock like this is basically because the pick wire is offset in a way that it rests on the wheel. So you can see that's now gone. So I'm going to just turn that all the way. Okay, so that's basically picking basic key blank and the pick wire from the left. We're doing exactly the same with this on the right hand side. Okay, I'm just going to get the key to lock this off. Okay, so I'm going to be doing exactly the same here. The only difference is now I'm just going to be using a right mounted pick wire. I'm just going to spin this around a bit so you can see a bit more hopefully. Zoom in a touch. Okay, so again, I'll just use the key to turn that wheel as you can see. Okay. Okay, I don't have to put all the key in as well. I can just use half the key or most of the key. It all depends on how long the key you got is. Okay, there's no right or wrong. Let's get my pick wire in there. Okay, it might be easier from this side. You see it's wanting to get snagged. That's what I do. I'm going to insert my pick wire in first into the keyway. Okay, it will go. Just my luck when I'm showing you, it gets a bit snagged. Okay, so there's my key in. And again, what I'm going to do, okay, hopefully you can see that. Just going to zoom out a bit just so you can see what I'm doing with the pick. Okay, so what I'm basically going to do again, okay, because you can see I've got full movement under the pack. If I come back too far, then I actually hit the bolt as opposed to this last lever. Okay, so again I'm going to start at the 5th lever, so I'm just going to look for that. It's there, so I lift that. And like I say, you can, on these anyway, because of the fault with it, you can basically max them out. It's only that first lever that's going to throw you into the anti-pick. Again, just on to that first one. Okay, just take my time going through. Again, just playing with the tension as I do this. The tension that I'm applying is not too much, because obviously it's only a thin key. You don't need to be too aggressive with it. Nice bit of give there, probably heard that. Just goes there. Okay, so you can see that's gone. Again, I'll just bring that all the way around. Get out the key, get out the pick. So basically there, what I'm just trying to show you there, guys, sometimes it's just with a bit of messing about. Just found, obviously, like I say, from a right mounted point of view especially, because most curtain wheel picks, apart from the CB multi-gauge and perhaps the CB reversible pick, won't allow you to reach that last lever in the lock. But simple key blank, just a few pence, bit of spring steel, act as a pick. Basically you can overcome most locks like this. This technique as well, just with a basic key blank, this will work on most other curtain wheel locks as well. Okay, it's not just a secure fast, I just showed you on that because of the nature of the lock, and I know there's been a bit on the website about it. Hope you enjoyed. Cheers.